Aloha to everyone. After we solved the Wine Wars quest, we'll continue in this video with the other secondary quests and contracts, and in the next video we will see to the main story. Now we have the contract for Vine Blues.
We export blades to Metina, Ebbing, Nasser, even Zerikania. You don't look like a quarryman to me.
That stand in the way of our doing business?
No. It merely means I doubt you'll find anything of use here. I mainly stock goods for the men at the quarry. Hammers, spikes, hand cream. But if you want a glance, feel free. I shan't stop you.
You always this personable? Or do you just get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
I got up on the right side. I always do. My left leg's been lame ever since my accident. I worked here once, see? Breaking stone. Until a part of a rock face fell away and crushed my foot.
Sorry. Feel foolish now.
Not to worry. Such things are commonplace here, part of the job. Every now and then someone breaks something, twists an ankle, or their neck.
Oh boy.
Show me what you got.
Harsh work. You gotta be joking. Yarrow with a pickaxe? That should be hilarious, by the way. A what? A piercing damage? Really? Oh, we can use this to dismantle them eventually, and let's make this guy rich. Although he is, by the way, quite rich. We can sell him this at the same price that we sold with the other blacksmiths and armorers.
Gotta go. Farewell.
We export blades to Metina, Ebbing, Nasser, even Zerikania.
Wine, like all things noble, requires patience.
I do what they pay me to do, that's it.
I'm ears alone, Witcher.
What the golly blasting devils are you doing, men? What plague? An unfortunate turn of offense, that's all. Get back to chiseling. If we don't deliver that head on time, the infestor will twist my plums off.
Is that what you'll tell Emil's widow? That a cow crushed him and it was an accident? This, sir, is a grave matter. It requires a specialist, some mage or warlock.
What happened here?
Look! It's that Witcher who's come to town. Maybe he can do something. An exorcism or the like. We should ask how much coin he'll want.
Saw your notice. Got a problem with a cow? Fear a plague, is that it?
Yes, indeed. And a horrid one at that. We've irked the gods something true we have. In Zerikania, they've sent a plague of locusts, then of frogs. With us, they skipped right to raining cows down on us.
Enough! Enough! No need to so panic. Come, Master Witcher, I shall divulge to you the matter at hand.
As you see, there's always here into Zant references to different cultures, philosophies.
Yes, an unfortunate matter indeed, to be crushed by a cow. A true shame, Emil. He was a good worker.
Or
I told him
religions.
once there had to be a simple explanation, but that lot, no. Right away, they started in screaming, "Plague!" demanding higher wages for hardship, poor working conditions. You see, they'll ruin me, the blotters.
My job is to figure out why a cow fell from the sky. That it?
That too. The thing is, since none bothered to clear the cow corpse, some filths overrun the other pit. We fear to venture there.
Not surprised. Cow, where'd it come from? What kind was it?
Why, the ordinary spotted kind. Nothing unusual. Its corpse rots in the other pit, sends out its stench, and the meal lies right beneath it. Will you tend to the matter, take on the contract?
What exactly is going on here?
Construction of a statue of the prophet Lepiota. We're carving it. Not all at once, that is, but piece by piece. A pious infestus revived the project after years of neglect. He's engaged all nearby quarries in its completion. And we would be on schedule were it not for the incident. Please, Master, will you look into it?
Need to know more about this accident. Anyone actually see what happened?
No, but sounds there were. Osterv had just gone to see how Emil was getting along when suddenly we heard an ear-botching boom. Moments later, something smashed into one of the cranes.
Doubt it was the cow that hit the crane.
Probably true. At any rate, come morn, we ventured out to sea, but the vermin drove us off. With that, all work came to a halt. Has remained so since. Master, tarry no longer, please. Will you take on the matter?
Fine, I'll look into it. Might be a botched portal, but I doubt it.
Lepiota reward you with progeny aplenty. I shall keep an eye out for your return.
So we removed the goose, if you remember in the previous video.
Must be Emil. Workers mentioned him. Poor guy, unlucky as all hell. Right, now where do I start? Crushed by something heavy. Skull base is cracked. Fresh tooth marks. Necrophages. But they got to him after his death. Won't learn anything else from the body. Tissues crushed in places. Must have fallen from quite a height. Gut sliced open. Not much blood, so it happened after death. Heart had already stopped pumping. Tooth marks. Small ones, though. So necrophages left him clearly. Sure sniffed out their feast fast. Deep claw wounds. Spread between talons indicates a draconid. A wyvern, probably. But these wounds weren't the cause of death. Got it. All clear now. Cow died when it fell from a great height. Draconid must have dropped it. A youngster probably trying to get the cow back to its nest, but it proved too heavy. Emil's bad luck to be standing right underneath. And then there's the crane. blood. Draconid must have hit it pretty hard. Dropped the cow, then probably tried to steady its flight. Got hurt in the process. Good. Should be simple to track down. Traces of Draconid blood. Barely perceptible. I'm on the right track. Started bleeding heavily. Wound was more serious than I thought, looks like. Smells like sour mash. Tracking it must have been the distillery. Bastard.
You gotta be joking.
Landed on the roof of the distillery. Raised a ruckus, made a mess, then moved on. Paw prints. Crawled through here. Clearly too tired to fly. Was in a bad way. Barely crawling. Second Draconid landed here. A larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal. Then they flew off together. Should be easy to track. Smaller one was still bleeding, luckily. Flew off together. Probably bound for their nest. Another cow. This one's been dead a lot longer, though. Slizzard did this, too. Can tell by the claw marks, the burns. Must feel safe here. Trail ends here. Been up here already. Might want to take a look, just to be sure.
Oh, we were here. Right. We eliminate the lizards.
Had it right. Slizzard stole the cows. Well, killed them already. Maybe now I can get someone to pay me for it. Good thing I incinerated those eggs back there. Now to collect my reward.
Yes. So, we kill them. Right. Sometimes when you wonder and do question marks, or as you saw Grandmaster Gear's quest, you match with another contract, so
Wine,
side
like all
quests.
things noble, requires patience.
Well, have you learned how that cow came to fly?
Yeah, you can get back to work. And it wasn't a plague of falling cows.
Did I not say so from the start? A weight off my chest. So what was behind the animal's plummet?
Young slizzard flying over the quarry dropped it. Was trying to get it back to its nest. Food for its mother and siblings. Probably heard the last of the beasts. Burned the nest, eggs, everything.
A praiseworthy precaution, but as I said, I can only pay you what we agreed. I simply haven't any more. Here, take this. And I thank you, Master. All cleared up now, right? No gods, no plague, just the dragon, but it's gone too. We're to pay Emil's widow compensation, and that will be that. So, why do you still stand there and wait, men? Back to work, chop chop!
And I've a notion suspicious workings are still afoot. What became of the builders who were to put the statue together? They were due 3 days back, yet there's still no sign of them at our daystone.
They were crushed too, I'm certain of it. Or eaten, or locusts got them, like in Zerikania.
What's this rubbish you spout now? The architects wrote they would arrive a week late with a large shipment of marble from Metana for the prophet's beard. So stop flapping your yaps and get to work. Allow me to walk you away, Master. Truth be told, I lied. But I cannot have them panic again. The workers he mentioned, they've indeed vanished. Come see me later. I shall divulge to you the details.
Big feed to fill.
So, Master, the workers who vanished, how goes the search?
They vanished? What's that mean?
Just that, along with ample supplies. I had placed an order. More than a dozen wagons reached the building site, yet 5 were lost along the way. Tools, food, building materials, and, first and foremost, the specialists we need. The chief architect included. I wrote to the architect to say the quarry awaits. He should send new plans. But the foreman said the architect was here, at Ardaizo. And this means...
He's missing too. Got it. I'll look around, see what I can learn.
Master, I know not how to thank you, but I beg you to hurry. We shall simply not finish without those 5 wagons.
Boy, is my bum ever ready to blow.
So we helped one of them. If you remember in the previous video, we saw the question mark that was like a statue, and it was the number 3, which means that here it is. So here are the other ones. But first, since this is level 14, we need to finish with the level 38. So no, yes, this one first. Start to count Paradel. 37, 36 to Zant, and then we'll go to this one, and this one too, by the way, and then we will continue with the main quests. Because usually here main quests give you...
Saying you're the Duke of this, the Duke of that, you're the Duke of Dog Tittle.
Because main quests gives you a lot of experience. And when we would like to continue with one main quest to the next and to the next of the story, that's why I will finish the side quests first near my level and near the 5 level penalty. So here we go. Alright, we cleared this area, but we haven't talked to this guy.
Lamet, my friend, it's common knowledge Bombino Nero
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
You yourself are Bombino, if you think that true. Our Camina... You've spread some nastiness.
Grey, yes. Scraggly, yes.
Yes, I remember this quest. Letter from the Hunter. Distinguished Count, as you ordered, we have found out where the creatures of interest to you live. All the places are marked on the map attached to the package. Notwithstanding, I feel obliged to warn you against approaching any of the dwelling places without an experienced hunter or hunters and at least several weapons. In the month in which you intend to travel to the duchy, hunters are caring for their young, while centipedes are particularly active gathering stores of fat tissue before winter. As head of the Guild of Local Hunters and Trackers, I recommend taking a guide from our organization. Please let us know if you're interested. I shall personally make sure that your escort is made up of the best and most experienced people. Alright. But, as you remember, he wanted the Geralt of Rivia. Wow.
Lads, I find your concern touching, I do. Yet I've long awaited this day. So, you must forgive me, but I shall go through with it as planned. Ah, it seems my guide has arrived.
Greetings.
Greetings to you, White Wolf. I presume you saw my notice? Foolish question. You're here, thus you must have seen it. Forgive me, I should introduce myself. Count Belladal, a great admirer of your deeds.
Thanks. Not something we Witchers hear often.
Count, sir, do you mean to go off with just this Witcher? A right hardy fellow he is, no ponce, I'm sure. But your expedition's too risky on the whole. And not taking us with you's, pardon my saying it, right daft.
You exaggerate, Vilmar. I believe I can manage to survive half a day without someone there to wipe me arse in my stead. My guards lament, Witcher, but you must forgive them. Now, to get down to brass tacks. As you've no doubt gleaned from the notice, I've a rather extraordinary proposition for you. I'm a lover, Witcher, of nature. A devotee of the wild. And Toussaint is home to several species not encountered elsewhere. I'd like you to accompany me on an expedition whose aim is to preserve them. Yes. Naturally, you'll protect me should the need arise. My ever-vigilant guards, see, will report any reckless behaviour to my wife if I get so much as a scratch. And then woe will be me.
Count Belladal? Famous poultry farmer, is that it?
Well, that was my grandpapa. Dear man. But my trade is the wine trade. I import the finest vintages to Covere, my homeland. The very reason for my frequent visits to Beauclair, during which I like to, partake of nature, let us say.
Really need a Witcher to, partake? Got guards of your own. Take them, save some coin.
I could, surely. But they too deserve a bit of rest, relaxation. Right, lads? Besides, I've plenty of coin. Coin that needs spending. Who dares stop me?
Ah, so this is about a rich man, bored stiff, seeking thrills.
There's also Clarissa, who...
Vilma, please.
Who what?
My daughter. I always return from my travels with some souvenir or another. She looks forward to them tremendously. But we did not meet to chat about my family. We must discuss our venture, must we not?
Need some details before I can say anything. Where are we going? What am I supposed to do exactly?
In the roundest terms, we shall admire the local flora and fauna. And while we do, I might preserve a thing or two.
Preserve?
Of this device, see, a parastisomac. It captures, likenesses.
A parasesta what?
It's like a movable megascope, capturing moments, transforming them into illusions,
Based upon which, I then paint a painting.
So, you want me with you, looking at animals and flowers and...
Well, that's more or less what it amounts to, yes. Except you will first have to track down the creatures I wish to capture. I know only the very approximate locations of their habitats. Well, and should any trouble arise, we'll have your sword at the ready, right? So, agreed?
Doesn't seem hard. Be glad to do something pleasant for a change.
Sublime. In that case, here's your map. Before coming here, I dispatched requests to several local hunters. They located the habitats of the species of interest to me and marked out their ranges on the map.
Good thinking. It'll save us some time. Won't need to track. Ready to go?
Yes, let's. The light seems perfect just now. You've returned. Splendid. We shall await dawn's superior light and venture out then.
We need to wait until morning, but we waste the decoctions. Alright, never mind.
Seems I got the map, so I'll lead. Wouldn't rather be out here with those guards of yours?
You jest. It's deliverance to emerge from under their wings, believe me. They're overprotective, oppressively so. I wish to admire the wildlife, preserve it, not watch them kill it in a fit of misguided fear for my life.
What if the wildlife attacks us?
Then we shall have no other recourse. I do not wish to be something supper. Do you? But as long as they remain calm, we've no need to provoke them. It's of the utmost importance to me, in fact.
Map says there's something panthers around here. Stay close. Keep your eyes peeled like a bear.
One request, Witcher. Avoid bloodshed, if at all possible.
hear that? Panthers.
Frankly, I did not hear a thing. Clearly, your senses are far more acute than mine. I must rely on them.
Damn poachers. Snares. Looks like they were hoping for a bear. Panther got caught instead.
Will you help them?
Give it a shot. Gotta calm her first. Likely to lunge at us otherwise.
Brilliant. You freeing her. Brilliant. You freeing her. Folk call witches heartless. This will put the light in out. No, not like that. What have you done? Cannot abide, Pope. Content you share my love for animals.
Got pretty broad interests for a man of the city.
I suppose I dabble in my share of things. Wine, nature, painting. I imagine the life of a witcher must be rather more monotonous. With all due respect.
It is. Never boring, though.
I, for one, cannot fathom only ever consorting with the same creatures, day in and day out.
Got a wife?
Yes? What's that got to do with anything?
Nothing. Just asking.
Nice humor. Subtle one.
Shh. Hear him.
It's those...
Centipedes. Giant. Underground tunnel burrowers. Make a distinct sound. We can use that to track them. Sounds loud and clear here. Must be near the nest. We're here.
Well, this vantage point's no good. I shan't capture a good image from here.
All right, wait. We'll find you a better spot that's safe, too. Tread lightly. Giant centipedes sense the softest sounds, the lightest vibrations. You wake one up, it wakes up angry. How about here?
I don't know. Isn't it a bit close?
Right. We'll find another spot. Seems like a safe spot.
Safe, perhaps. But it offers no view whatsoever.
Fine. We'll keep looking. Here, maybe. Distance seems right. Light's not bad either.
Yes, this will work perfectly.
Can you lure them out?
Give me a minute. Need to think. Vibrations. Gotta send some through the ground. I'll try tossing a bomb or casting a sign. And you watch out. Don't get any closer.
An excellent day for capturing moments. Thank you. Truly magnificent. Move on now.
We'll go back someday to collect the items
Exhilarating.
from the nest.
Positively exhilarating. Thank you. I've one more request. Local peacocks performing their mating ritual. I'd love to see that. Apparently, a flock dwells not far from here.
We can go, just don't count on peeping at them while they mate. Season ended a month back.
Oh, that's terrible. I so wish to capture their splendorous tails in full bloom. Is there nothing you can do if they prove uneager to present? Perhaps challenge them somehow? Goad them?
What did you have in mind? Don't have a tail myself, and I'm not likely to sprout one anytime soon.
My thoughts were more along the lines of witcher magic. They say you can exert influence over lesser creatures.
Yeah, guess I can try. Can't promise you anything, though.
Splendid. Consider me contented. I cannot pinpoint the flock's location, but a hunter I know told me a few likely spots. I'll mark them for you.
All right. Let's go find some peacocks. I was wondering, why peacocks?
My daughter is rather fond of them. There will be a treat for her.
We're close. Eyes in the back of your head. A feather from the rump, coated in suet. Cock shed it recently and the suet's got a distinct scent. Ought to be able to track the flock.
A witcher in action. What a treat to watch.
Shh. Hear that? They're calling to each other.
Fabulous. We're getting close. Oh, that's lovely. Now, if they could just splay the tails.
See what I can do. Find a good spot.
Ready? Use your magic, Witcher! Oh, this'll be a masterpiece! Smile, please!
Giant centipedes! Damn it!
Where did they... come from?
Must have followed us. Get back!
Ah! Get up! Save me! Do not look in my direction!
All over now.
That was tense. I believe I've had my fill of excitement for today. What a wonderful adventure.
Get everything you wanted?
Yes.
In that case, time to get back to your camp. Returning your lord to you, safe and sound.
You've our gratitude, Master.
You see, lads, there was nothing to fear.
Thank you, Witcher, for looking after our day count. Seems the jaunt did 'em wonders. Breathed some new life into 'em.
Wait here a moment, Geralt. I have to fetch my coin pouch. Pay my dues.
New life? He was feeling down?
Made no mention, did he? 10 years back, his last, Clarissa's her name, took a spill off her horse. Been bedridden ever since. Cannot walk of her own. She'd been the life of the house before the calamity. A merry sprite what filled every corner with joy. Count would oft take her out on trips. She loved animals too. Excursions he makes now, or rather, paintings he brings home. They's her only window on the wider world.
Sorry to make you wait. I was dead chuffed to be able to observe you in action. To confirm for myself there that the tales about you were not exaggerated in the slightest. You showed discipline, reliability, responsibility. I dare say you'd make the ideal business associate. It's a shame you've no interest in the wine trade.
One day, maybe.
Your reward. Use it well.
Thanks.
I've one other matter I wish to broach. In a few days' time, I shall exhibit my work for some friends, my coterie, so to speak. Would you come by?
Why not, if I'm in the area?
Splendid. In that case, I shall see you at my lodgings. I'm staying with a friend while in Toussaint, near a village named Francois.
I'll be by. See you.
I must look to the pickers. Make sure to notice my glasses. Ooh!
Go away. Go away.
What's going on there?
Wine. Sunlight captured in a bottle.
Nice one.
Both male and female Beauclair centipedes are formidable predators. The bees prefer to hunt in packs, yet the author of this extraordinary work was able to capture a lone specimen preparing to attack. Cast your eye on the hunter, who, though fully aware of the danger, wears a look of cold determination on his face as he awaits the optimal moment to strike.
Ah, Geralt, you're here. Wonderful. Come, please. I'm delighted to see you. I've a small gift for you, and I shan't let you refuse. You are free to sell it, of course, though I would be honoured were you to hang it in your hold.
Thanks. Big crowd. You got a lot of friends. All of them seem to be fawning over your paintings, too.
Oh, when you have as much coin as I do, friends buzz around like flies on fresh meat. And they praise you to high heavens for each trip, burp and sneeze. Not all are lying sycophants, that's not what I mean. Just most, unfortunately.
Why bother? Why even invite them around?
I'm a man of enterprise. I must put my trade before any personal hatreds or sympathies. Besides...
Besides?
At times, I'll exhibit a completely failed painting, just to listen to them twist their tongues into knots, trying to find just the right superlatives to lather on smeared rubbish.
Naturally, the more intent someone is to get into my good graces, the louder they praise my masterpiece. It's devilish fun, I tell you.
Talked to your guards back at the camp. Told me about Clarissa. Sorry to hear about her accident.
Thank you. Kind words that mean a great deal to me.
How's Clarissa these days? Probably can't wait for you to get back.
To get her gifts, you mean? I've dispatched 2 already. She'll not need to wait for my return.
En route home, I mean to pass through Dol Blathana. They say one can see Sylvans there.
Yeah, actually happen to know one. Name's Torquay. He can be mean, but for the right fee, he'll do anything you ask.
Splendid. I thank you for the hint.
Tell him I send my regards. Nice meeting you. So long now.
It's true, I heard.
Well, this wasn't the truth.
Salut, salut! A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher. Yes, so the Witcher's supposed to have cleared the cemetery and brought an end to those eerie nighttime races. They said it was sparkling. Oh dear, what can the matter be said when old ladies got locked in their lavatory? Have you seen the Skelliger Isles?
Hey! Beautiful music. Lovely. So, we make the Fists of Fury. Ha! Interesting. I have never listened bards into them before.
It's easier to find a part without a loot than a part with soap. Flour makes gingerbread biscuits out of it. It can't be.
Alright. Let's make this fist fight. Oh, we haven't been here, by the way. Right. I have to explore.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
Ha! I am handsome. Colossius, Still Waters, and Manco? What names? Alright, we have a fast traveler here.
Prospeclepiota. Man's root for lust is the coin of all evil.
Indeed, indeed.
Hey, Master Witcher, will you face Colossus? Folks say those of your guild pack a thunderous punch.
He's as old as Father William. I smack him once. He spent a week wondering if anyone saw the crest on the carriage that ran him over.
Oh, now you look to be a man in search of exertion. Hey, Whitelocks, will you dare to fight Colossus?
Colossus. Interesting as monikers go. Or is that what his mother called him out of the womb, too?
Why would she not have? Colossus. It rings out with pride and passion. So, will you fight?
Yes, we're in.
Fine. Let's fight.
Ah, boring. I'm not interested. Quick I am. Too quick for you. It'll be knick-knack, patty-whack. Here's your arm bone. Where's the sport in it?
Don't want to fight? Why bother looking for challengers then? Wasting my time.
Whoa, a bit testy are we? A witcher, right? Let's do it like this. You parry 3 blows I throw your way, you win. But you can't swing at me, not once. Just deflect my blows, got it? Catch 3 of them, and I'll toss you double your wager.
Feeling that generous?
No, I just know you can't do it. No one's ever done it. Too fast, see? So, willing to try for 3 blocks?
Fine. Doubt I'll have any trouble deflecting a few blows.
That I get. At long last, one with a sportsman's soul. Now, listen. The rules say you're not to start your parry until I've cocked my fist. Standing with your guard ups, not allowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, witness a most peculiar fight. How shall I say this? The Witcher has accepted a colossal challenge.
Alright, let's see. Can I do this?
Come on.
Alright, 1 out of 3.
Too quick for you, huh?
2 out of 3. 3 out of 3.
Incredible! The Witcher has parried Colossus's blows. No one's ever managed that feat.
Here's your due.
Thanks.
Now, to face the Maestro, all you've left are rambles with Mancomb and the night known as Still Waters. Seek out the night in the heart of Oatville, near Mountebank Alley, whereas Mancomb loiters about the docks south of that district.
Alright. Strumpets.
Do you have a little brother?
Only I
or a
had
little
the
sister?
coin for a medic.
Hello, cheers, howdy do. In need of anything?
How to do?
Mind if I glance at your stock?
Nothing.
See ya.
Help Rebecca, and the beast will spare you.
Those noises again.
Yes.
Stock send the whip away those
That was nice. Wow. Exactly where the Pastravo is. Let me see if there is something there. An exclamation mark, for example, a new quest. I don't know, I haven't explored this part. Or I don't remember doing this in my previous place into Zand. Alright, we have new keep. Strange. Ah, butcher shop. No, nothing. It's interesting.
Last, I hawked up a bit of sick.
The Palace of Beauclair, House of Pleasure?
The Duchess summoned him. I wonder what for. Step into my parlor, my good sir. What brings you to Toussaint? Tell me.
Let's call it business.
Ah, then, a professional journey. Nothing but work, tension, unfamiliar beds. One needs a way to relax at times. Perhaps my girls could help you.
Cozy place you got.
I'm pleased you noticed. You see, when I had set aside enough to found my own establishment, I wished it to be not a bawdy house, but a bawdy home. A place where patrons would not simply come, drop their hose, then flee as soon as the girl rolled over. Here, the sheets do not reek of sweat, the beds have no bed bugs, and the wine is not watered down. It is a place where one longs to linger, to chat sprawled in a comfortable chair, to light a pipe. All after paying a modest fee, of course.
Gotta go. See you later.
The Duchess summoned him. I wonder what for. Vive la fête!
I need good victuals, rations, suited to a voyage at sea.
You've come to the right place. How much for your work?
A lot. And triple for you.
You all say that.
You're to take less from me, haven't you heard? I'm called the Sea Serpent.
Because you're slimy and have but two teeth, no doubt.
Be off. Perhaps you should try not eating at all.
Could come this time.
Now, where'd you get them tatty peekers?
And what do you get for all that work?
So, no fast travel here. Alright. We will go.
I've not seen a bumper crop like this in ages.
Is that you? The Tony's champion?
Eat, drink, and loosen your belt.
What can I do?
For you are in too soon.
Life's like an infant. It must be born.
My, do I ever feel like doing absolutely nothing.
Eat, drink, and loosen your belt. For you are in too soon.
The North
The Witcher,
must be
a man
terrible
of action,
about
a
that.
man of valor. Are you not? Would you care to challenge Still Waters?
Come on!
Shall you face off against Still Waters? Shall you? Shall you?
Like to know who I'm punching. This knight won't reveal his name or face? Won't say anything at all, not a word?
Rein in your curiosity, sir. A knightly vow is no idle promise. Still Waters shall conceal both face and crest until such time as one defeats him. So, will you fight or not?
Here we go.
I challenge you to a duel.
He has an armor? Really?
Noble lords and virtuous ladies,
Virtuous
another
ladies.
fight is soon to begin.
Alright, we do have the armor too, by the way. Not like in Valence, Kelliga or Novigrad. Oh, she's a woman, by the way. I think.
Given no choice.
By hearing her
Ladies
sounds.
and gentlemen, the Witcher defeats the previously invincible Still Waters. And what about it was? Freed of his vow, the knight can now show his face.
Your blows are strong and true. My congratulations.
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman. No wry remarks?
What for? It's the 13th century. Nothing peculiar about it. Women own taverns, run farms, and fight.
Will you not claim there was no honor in fighting a wench?
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who was afraid to lose to a woman.
Only Mancomb remains. You should look for him by the docks south of Oatville. Once you've bested him, you can try your strength against the Maestro.
A maestro? Alright, let's see for this guy, Mancomb.
Do you know the colours? See on the Duchy's banners. Red, white, and rose.
Long live our Lady Anna Henrietta, Duquesa.
Let's trade our armors.
Greetings. I hope you're...
What do you have on offer?
Woohoo, look at his coin. That's insane. Time to dismantle. So we can have a green goat. This is very important for making Grandmaster gear, if you remember.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Good luck on the path.
A cockerel in your codpiece? The famed Gerald of Rivia, lover of witches and succuba.
Oh! Here we have another fast travel.
Dropping Mancomb awaits a challenger. Witcher, surely you've techniques you'd care to test and demonstrate. Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Mancomb? First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a saddler, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
Alright. Let's see, let's see.
Fine, let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Your taunts? I've heard dogs retch things more profound. Hear how pathetic and stupid you sound.
Well, how then is this for a clever tongue twister? You're a bum-botching, blackened, bile-filled blister.
Think you're confused. That sounds more like your sister. I'm immune to disease, but even I'd die if I kissed her.
You aren't worthy to empty my sister's bedpan. You mange-ridden mutant, not even a man.
Should have quit before we began. Gonna make you wish you'd turned tail and ran.
Why, you... bad... I've got to admit, you know how to roast a man. You win.
Mean we're not gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
The Witcher wins, beating Mancomb at his own game.
You out-tongued me, but only because I'm under the weather today. I'd have lashed you raw otherwise.
Right, sure.
Thus, you've gained the right to challenge the Maestro. Look for him at the docks, and congratulations. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
No. Ah! Raging Wolf.
I see. Is that Geralt? Geralt of Rivia? Sir! Come to me, please! Approach!
Alright.
My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me. South in all my fame.
Oh, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah, unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
Ah, you see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet? Some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus I must plead with you to see what's become of him. Could you? Would you?
This Grattore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name, guessing it lives in a cave.
Yes. From which it prowls when hungry. By night, when all are asleep, it creeps into villages. Then, of a sudden, breaks open shutters, reaches inside and snatches babes from their cradles so quickly they've not the time to yelp.
Nocturnal. Long prehensile arms. Intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap. But he's been gone so long. Will you help, sir? I cannot sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of me.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancé back safe and sound. Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Grattore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have, but none's returned. My concern is well founded.
I see. All right. High time I set off.
Alright. This quest, 45 level. Feet as cold as ice. So as I remember correctly, yep, we need to be around level 50 for this quest or contract. Now, defeat the maestro. The maestro is here. Well, at least fist fight into Zant are very interesting because you saw two of them who were not actually fist fights.
Come on.
They were
Who's next?
different, and this the maestro I remember. You enjoy this as well. It is no ordinary fight.
I need good victuals, rations.
Hey there, little lamb. How much for your wood?
Hello? And treble for you.
You're to take less from me.
I'll take him from the left.
The countess shall be cast.
Hey, look who's that's white waffle. This is John. They say you know.
Guesses, darling. You're drink with us, or you're against us.
I'm Drunken Master.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not your bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I am a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
Alright.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the maestro will perform at last.
Now that's a challenge.
Let's do this.
When I chop you, bumble!
What? Lost your nerve?
Hey, well past that. Under it, boss. Yes.
And we have music. Whoa.
When I chop you, you bumble! Yeah. Hey, well past that. Under it, boss. Yes.
Let's end this.
When I chop you, you bumble!
Bye bye, Drunken Master.
Ah, scum! You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Oof, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
Huh.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
Ah. Alright, alright. So, early in the morning. Now we have this fist fighting championship trophy. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here? Big feet. Alright, this one, the Night Tales. Let's first finish the Night Tales. And then this one, Big feet to fill. And we'll be ready for the main quest. Where shall we go? Yeah, I would like to come here. Maybe there will be a... Oops. Carrot is definitely locked.
To get to drink with me?
Slow and steady.
Little lamb, how much for your work?
Victuals, rations, suited to a voyage at sea.
Good, 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 good.
Any takers? Last call, then I head home.
So, here's the last traveler. For him. Nice.
Come on.
Gods be bum-poked. You must hang on, milady.
You, Jacob?
Heel, Moholt. Down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog, Moholt, to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynx Crag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. 2nd edition. Ament it in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included. Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise even if I wished to.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. I'm poked. You must hang on, Mel.
Swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves.
Oh boy.
Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here. Logger was making good time. Strange though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Mm-hmm. Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hand, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
Grottore. Alright, Grottore. Is there illicit? Spray guns are my collection. And now, this Daphne. And never return this night, unfortunately. Alright. Let us read this. Tales and Fables. Sir Garrett and Miss Daphne loved each other so much it hurt. To win the approval of his future father-in-law, Garrett had to perform 7 challenges. Whoa, those were the times, you know. No buying cars, or having a job and money. The 7th was the hardest. Garrett had to go to the Lynx Crack, find the witch who lives there, and convince her to lift the drought that plagued the whole land. Everyone, including Daphne, pleaded with Garrett to humble himself before the witch. You see, the witch from Lynx Crack was spiteful and headstrong, even for a witch, and only an act of true humility could break her icy heart. Garrett, however, had no intentions of bending his knees before a witch. Instead, he planned to force her to lift the curse. Nobody knows what happened on Lynx Crack, but Garrett never returned to his beloved. Daphne stood on the top of a hill and looked for him day and night. Finally, she turned into a tree so that she may live to see the return of her knight. Such was the strength of her longing and the power of her love. Anyone who plunged his axe blade into that tree would see blood run from the wound. Folks started to avoid that place, leaving Daphne in peace to wait for Garrett. In time, all had forgotten about her. That's sad. Alright, let us try to help Daphne. See this witch. You know, if you're paying close attention to the dialogues in Beauclair, people were talking about this witch at Lynx Crack, so we should be careful. And I partially remember this quest, and things can go wrong, by the way, depending on your perspective of what is right or wrong. Rochi, stay here, buddy. Now I'll climb this. If you remember, in the previous video, I was here, but then I remember that this path but let me just go. It is interesting if first I visit the cave. What would happen, by the way, if I first... Oh boy, a Kikimors. So we need to boost our toxicity because
witches. Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess I'll look around. Warm. Smells inconclusive. No idea what ingredients are in there. Liber Ivonis. Conclave of Mages banned this tome.
I then came to a place known as the Nuts Valley, in a world known as Shagai. The mind of man cannot comprehend this land, where non-geometric space and blasphemous cowards fly in the face of everything our eyes are accustomed to. In that instant, in the moment of my arrival, I teetered on the verge of madness. I shouted a noiseless cry and sweat bloody sweat. When two suns rose above my head, I fell to my knees and prayed to Zotaka, not for salvation but for a quick death. And then they came. Who are they? Who knows? On the transmutation of bodies. The transmutation of bodies is one of the most difficult tasks any mage can undertake. Indeed, only the true masters of the art have ever accomplished it, and even they have only perfected one of its forms. This difficulty arises from psychophysical limitations, since a mage can only safely transform into an animal with which he is perfectly attuned. A famous example is that of Ulf Blackbird, who dwelled for years in a cave with a bear in order to imbibe the life essence of that animal.
Bones ground into dust.
Black magic door.
Notes on the use of Yarrow Stems. Interesting.
Yarrow is first and foremost used for medicinal purposes. As mentioned above, when the leaves of this herb are placed against the flesh, they heal all kinds of trauma, wounds and sores. Brew it and the resulting tincture treats the common cold, colic and loss of appetite. Yet in addition to their healing properties, the branches of the yarrow plant can be used for fortune telling. This method of divination may seem strange upon first glance, but is in truth simple and effective. It truly allows one to focus on the query at hand and gain an answer both accurate and satisfying. Aha.
A wall of spell enhancements, or trophies.
That's bad.
Arrow, broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer.
Yeah.
Branch off a grapevine. Could be to ensure a good harvest, or a bad one. Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft, yet it seems I've a guest from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
Already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree girl, do you?
What if I do?
Then you had best know you waste your time. The old tales? Did your Nan not tell them to you? Even I, the witch of Link's Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
The Lady's Knight. You ever make it here?
Sir Gareth. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a quick change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
Tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Of course. Was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
Refuse to help me, and I'll make you regret it. And force you to.
Do you know what really makes my blood boil? Bluster, threats, especially beneath my own roof.
Wouldn't need to use either if you'd cooperate.
How would I do that, given you will soon be dead?
Akandal!
All right. No.
Show me what you got.
You have bested me. Tradition ordains I must grant you 3 wishes, it seems.
You know exactly why I'm here.
Very well. I will help you. Albeit I pity the lass not at all. I shall do what I can to break the curse that imprisons her soul in the tree.
Why should I trust you?
A word once given, I always keep. Now be gone. Leave me be. I can tend to the rest alone.
Remember the deal we made.
I have given you my word. I will keep it. Adieu.
Let us see. Oh, come on, you gotta be joking. Roach, why are you here, buddy?
Run, Roach.
Alright.
Damn it, where the hell's Jacob? Wouldn't abandon the tree of his own free will. Need to find him. Fresh blood and clear, deep prints. Looks like Jacob fled, chased by his dog. Morhold, where's your map? Damn it.
The witch.
Damn it. Witch freed the ghost from the tree, as promised. Failed to add the spectre to be insane, full of pain and rage. Possessed the first living creature it ran into. The dog. Dog then killed Jacob. Farewell, chivalrous woodsman. Sorry it ended this way. Life's rarely like a fairy tale. Still, folk have gotta have faith, believe in something.
Yeah. So, sometimes this happens. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished with these ones. So, we'll go to the first one. Actually, this question mark is very tempting.
Damn, something's seriously wrong here.
Oh boy, these rates. Good. Alistair, Carnarvon's journal. Not sure where to start a dig. Ask the nearest old washwoman or old man whittling by the road. They know everything. Yes, I know. It takes a great deal of patience and you have to separate the wheat from the chaff, but it's the best way to learn about local legends. That's how we came to find Fox Hollow, where they say the soil sprouts clay pots. Hey, we dug up part of vineyard on the outskirts of Fox Hollow, but what we found there, those were not pots, those were elven funeral urns. It seemed the village is built atop an ancient and shy necropolis. That cemetery dates, but my reckoning to the time before the first landing, so the graves might be full of valuables. The ancient elves buried their dead along with great wealth. We've already dug up a few choice baubles, but I'm sure if we look deeper, we will find much more. Today we started an dig in a new location. Matthias spotted a beautifully ornamented camel in the ground, and when he tried to grab it, he discovered it was clenched in the hands of a skeleton. Ansem started to mock him, but quickly lost all desire to laugh. The valley was full of elven skeletons, men, women, even children. The bodies were all mixed with limbs lopped off, many heads missing, and children with crushed rib cages. What happened here? Another sleepless night. Blood cries, wails. I awake drenched in sweat, then I doze off for a moment, and the same happens again. I told my fellows to dig a deep hole. We'll throw that cursed camel inside. It belongs in the ground with the rest of the dead. Matthias disappeared during the night. No one saw him leave camp. His things are all in place. Ansem says we should follow his example and flee while we still live, but I cannot leave it like this. This valley is full of bones. Ansem screamed in my face, called me a madman, but I must tell someone what we have found. They say there is a group of archaeologists from Castle Gropion at the Thames ruins. The curse of Carnarvon. Yeah, I think yes, right. Here is the chest that I found, but I've got no. I haven't got the key, but now we have it, and that's wonderful because we will unlock the chest. We eliminate the archispores there. Alright. Where is the chest? Where was the chest? Alright, here. So we have a Tuzant Knight's armor. Good. This one we remove, this one. So here we come. Tuzant armor, let me just see it. Tuzant Ducal Guards officer. This is a medium. Symbolic, alright, poisoning, slashing. Sequence, slashing, symbolic, piercing. Wow. But of course, no. So the Grandmaster Griffin, as you can see, is ridiculous compared to them, but it has resistance from monsters, so that's very important for us. And the effects as well. Let's see what will happen here.
Damn.
What's here?
I'm off to the palace.
Thank you, good sir. You would be the famous Witcher, would you not?
Exactly.
I shall hitch my wagon and set off for the monument works at once. They await me there.
Nice one. This will be a lovely thumbnail. Out. Resting, drinking here on fire. Alright, now, Rochi, buddy, we need to go to the next one for the 5th. Alright, here this. The auctioneer is here, so I need to go to this way. Alright, this is kind of strange.
Here's the cart. Hey, wake up.
What?
Giddy up. Wake up.
White Wolf Salvatore.
Good evening.
Wake up.
What is this? Uh-huh.
Excuse me, boy. Come on, get up. Wake up.
Leave me in peace, Witcher. Saint Lebioda sent you. I must now repair my wagon. They await me at the building site.
So long.
That's strange, because if you go there at the day...
Me, Witcher, I can see you're a killer.
They usually fight with you. That's very, very strange. How now I awoke them at night and everything went smooth. It's very odd. Alright, so the next one. So they are far away, and unfortunately we don't have a fast traveler. So I need to go into the sea, go with Roach, and I think there were bandits here.
Damn, lots of...
Quick! Shoot this quick! Not this again.
Take cover!
Guardsman! He's stubborn!
Hard the cat. Gibbering gallbladder and a camera of God.
Help! But why even bother? What did they hope to steal? Hammers? A hunk of stone?
I see. All right. High time I set off.
Unfortunately, actually, I want to get weapons from these guys, and then we will help the last group and visit the building site. So there is a question mark. Let's do this. Oh, and here's the fifth one. So, Hidden treasure. Okay. Ship's got look. Alright, so we need to go to the cave. That's quite risky, by the way. Because our breath is almost... Alright, that's good. You can see... What is this? A Shamir? Oh my. You gotta be joking. Nope, they're not. Oops. Oh boy. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Hagen is the best way to deal with this guy. Oh man, this guy tries to come one of Master Dandelion's pallets in front of her illustrious grace, which you understand from the first videos that definitely Master Dandelion again made a broken rose. To fall into disfavor in such a foolish way. Shama. Let's see this sword. Oh no. Wow. 95% critical hit damage bonus and 20% critical hit chance is just so cool. Not intense. 15% chance to poison, which can become, by the way, with more 15, it will be 30. And there's an interesting build that I never tried. In the Alchemy tree, you can actually have a more 15% to poison the enemies on each hit, which is brutal. Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting build. With this sword is very good, by the way, especially for alchemist. Let's say science alchemist. Yeah, that would be interesting. With Manticore and why not use this sword? Let's again switch the quests. A cat potion during the night is good, by the way. I mean, it's not that bad because there's no sun, and that's wonderful. What? Peacock? Yeah. Oh, wild boars! I can see them. And it looks like they saw me too, by the way. 89%. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh boy. I was going to be killed by bots. Almost, by the way. Come here, bot. Boar, not bot. So I had to use the potion, the superior white Rafat's decoction. Ooh, restored my health instantly. Just not willing to take risks.
Not good.
Yeah, it's not good. The fourth group.
Blood. Lots of it.
Something bad happens.
Kikimores?
Oh my. Kikimores. I'll drink another cat potion. So Kikimoros, let's prepare Insectidor. Oh my.
Some stench.
Alright. We raise our toxicity. Oh, 13,000 damage! My. Rand is epic.
50 more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. So, missing workers. This is what became of them.
So Lady Yoda's statue is ready. Let's go there.
The whole of us at once!
Don't worry, Roach. Now, question is, where is the fast traveler?
Let's go!
Ooh, wonderful. Nice.
Him! You son of a...
Good! Our Raiden helps us against projectiles. I don't have sins, buddy. Whoa.
Pack her up!
Oh, Raiden is so cool with gathered with entanglement. Attacking from behind, not very manly. Alright. I cleared the area. Moment of water.
A jump is like a lady. You can always get a new one.
Huh.
The Prof Leviota's lungs. I must see a medic.
So,
A job is like a lady. You can always get a new one.
it's not like always. Not every job is good, not every lady either.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Speedy Jeans Journal. There should be a fast traveler somewhere.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see.
Yeah, here it
Tip of
was.
the hat to the tourney's victor.
And let's make this question mark here because it's so close, and then we will go and get the reward. Come on, cat potion. Like a bandit camp. Wonderful. Oh, come on. You gotta be joking. Alright, we have another Zant armor. Let me go there. There is no teleport. Aha! The poor bandit doesn't have a chance.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Impressive.
Worse doth one know. Sloth doth one gratify. Consider yourself greeted.
Hey, Tony Champion!
Helped you finish the statue like you asked.
Master, what would I have done without you? Countless throngs of Lepiota's followers will praise in prayer.
And you'll pay me, right?
But of course, your reward. The Infestor is a serious man of enterprise. Our plan foresees mass conversions. With the donations that will follow, we aim to recoup the costs of production in 3 to 5 years. Everything has been calculated, you see, down to the last decimal.
Good luck then. Farewell.
Works hard on the nerves, eh?
And
why you're so
verily I
great.
say unto you, if men were but to let the prophet Lepiota's teachings into their hearts, this world would be a more pleasing
Drink!
place.
Give me a
Thus,
drink!
raise your voices with mine.
So there you. Aha. Abandoned them.
Spectre in a place like this? Behind a wall? Someone. Walled some poor fellow up. Spirit can't rest in peace. Spirit won't rest in peace until I bury the remains. Some sarcophagus. Guy in the first chamber. One of them could work.
Oh, these guys, with their new religion, will make to gain money from their followers. Oh my, oh my. Ah. Those arms. Wow, Manticore? Beggar Juno. For truth for the Leviota. This night, fall from the village, like the temple. Grandmaster Manticore.
Ready. Soul should rest in peace now.
Ha! So we have this wandering soul. Now. As you can see, we can begin. Alright, we shall make this one. Yes!
Don't
Good.
crowd around.
Here is the astral ore.
Oh?
The duchy as a whole suffers from a disconnect with reality. What do you seek, wanderer? The duchy as a whole suffers from a disconnect with reality.
My sword marks my path.
143 carry the 2.
A knight, dear children, is a peculiar cross between a loose woman and a scholar. Which is to say, he's a plowing know-it-all.
Greetings, brave hero. I am Raphael de Serman, and I am the Ducal Camarlengo.
I'm Geralt. So what is it you do here?
I pay the knight's errand.
For what?
Our knights wander the roads, protecting Toussaint from bandits and monsters. It is fitting and just that they be recompensed appropriately for these toils. Note, sir, that should you successfully smash a hands, save a brother knight from peril, or extract a captured merchant from the hands of cutthroats, come see me. You shall be rewarded. Speaking of payment, my clerks have brought word of heroic deeds on your part. Please accept this compensation for your toil, good sir.
Can't help but be curious, but where do the funds for those payments come from?
The ducal treasury, of course. Her illustrious highness Anna Henrietta assigns great value to bravery and selfless patriotism. It is her standing order that any knight may receive a wage, pardon me, financial compensation for his dedication to defending the duchy's internal security and order.
Wouldn't mind a glance at your books. Ones you're willing to sell, that is.
Anti-leather stratagem. That's interesting. Valley. I see the one in Toussaint. Proto Feather. Alps. Brooks' dangerous cousins. That's interesting because for now we don't know about Alps, only of Brooks's. Alright, I'll buy this as well. Hellhounds, really?
Well, see you later.
Go in peace for a night.
Alright, as you can see, doing question marks, we have completed only 5 out of 15 contracts. So, as you can see, we have a lot of things to do, and we will, by the way, when we finish the main story, I will finish all of the Toussaint question marks, so don't worry, brothers and sisters. We won't finish Witcher 3 anytime soon. That's good. Now, Knight for hire. We shall prepare
No competition at the tourney.
For the next quest. We'll go to our home, of course, but first I'll read these books. Let me see, they're interesting. Oh my, again 2 hours and a half, almost 3 hours video. Oof. It will level up, by the way, so we will increase refreshment, or how was the skill named? Up with the potions, we shall see.
Nothing says love like a push-handed shove.
Let me see. Yes, refreshment. Right one. Oh, let's hand trophy, hand the painting. Well, we do have this painting. Yep, and a trophy. The fist fighter. Yep. Now, flaggers. Alright, let's see the anti-strategy. Fighting any other kind of bloodsucker. Apart from the obvious means such as garlic, buckthorn, and sunlight, a hunter should stock up on silver. A lit torch may... Oh, come on, you gotta be joking. This book is not amazing. It's nothing so important. Alright, that's interesting. The civil war into that. Oh, the year 781 marked the final end of Elven rule in Tuzand, the closing of an era that had lasted over 1,500 years. The elves abandoned their ivory cities and left for the mountains, taking with them all that they could and destroying everything else. Whatever they couldn't take and didn't manage to demolish or burn, they cursed. The last Elven sovereign, Daiftraf, hundreds of years old, yet fair as a youth, was defeated. Weeping over the slain army of his forever young brothers and sisters, he agreed to pay homage to Ludovic, the first human king of Tuzand, who, tough young, was as shrunken and ugly as the night after Solid. Putting on end of airs and graces, Ludovic boasted, "Look, the proud elf shall bow down before me and kiss my raw feet with humility." To degrade Daiftraf even further, Ludovic decided the homage should take place in the elf king's barely abandoned palace. The throne on which Ludovic now boldly launched bore still smoldering marks from the fire set by the elves who had sought to burn the whole palace down as they left. So the proud elven king bowed down before the human king and offered him a sacrifice of bread and wine, as well as his sword and shield. Spewing out merciless mockery all the while, Ludovic received this homage, then immediately ordered his guards drag Daiftraf beyond the palace gates and throw him down the stairs as if he were a beggar. Witnesses claimed the proud elf remained calm throughout the whole event, but when left alone, Daiftraf wiped the blood off his face and vowed cruel revenge on the king, revenge that would come from stone as cold as the king's heart. Yet these ominous words bore no fruit, for in the year 782, before the homage was renewed, Daiftraf drew his last breath alongside his remaining soldiers when the Tuzand Toys decided to celebrate the anniversary of the surrender of the elf sovereign with a pogrom of non-humans on the slopes of Mount Gorgon. You survived. Oh boy. The Proto-Fleder. Alright. Vampire, oh, black blood and silver weapons. Oh, this book is much better than the previous one. Alps. Now, Alps. In the course of my research into Bruxelles, I have stumbled upon certain inconsistencies that in no way correspond with what we already know about these dangerous vampires. My investigations have revealed that these seemingly erroneous accounts were in fact describing an Alp, not a Bruxelles. It is an extraordinary discovery, a true milestone in the classification of these monsters. Even though legends tell of these vampires turning into pitch-black hounds or venomous thoughts, personally, I do not believe an Alp is capable of such polymorphy. However, it is almost certain that, similar to Bruxelles, an Alp may transform itself into a beautiful woman. This ability allows the species to blend seamlessly into crowds. To think that I may have passed such a monster completely unawares, fascinating. One of the fundamental differences between Alps and Bruxa is their fighting style when in the form of a vampire. Alps also possess the ability to turn into fog, which allows them to move noiselessly and attack by surprise. Most likely, this is a root of the name common folk have given them, fleetlings. Fire and stone. Alright, elemental 4 elemental planes, earth, water, air and fire. The ether, the fiery air, or in short, fire. Past fire lie the subtle sidereal caverns known collectively as firmamentum, which are of a spherical nature. That is where the erratica sidera, drifting stars, and fixa sidera, fixed stars, reside. The elemental planes are inhabited by creatures which can be summoned by use of magic. They are gnomes, sylphs, salamanders, and ontynets, all of which belong to the category commonly known as elementum in singular. Curious customs of the Tuzantois. Where have all the heroic and selfless knights gone? Are they truly noble like Ramon of Gichon or Martinus de la Pac, a thing of the past now? Though they maintain a facade of independence and altruism, the knights errant of Tuzant of our day are paid, and by the Duchess herself. So I ask, is that noble? Is that dignified? Should a knight, nobleman after all, receive payment for his heroic deeds? Is he but a mercenary, or pardon my Naziri, a plowing witcher? Shouldn't the tears of joy of a rescued damsel suffice as a reward? I simply cannot understand it. To paraphrase the weighty words of the wise René de Hospitaller, such fools these Elhuns, harbingers of the... Some monsters are born out of necessity, not because they're cruel, but because they have to defend themselves. For them it is hunt or be hunted. Others are simply a mistake of nature, beasts brought to life by an evolutionary hiccup, so to speak. Both these sort of monsters we are able to fight, but they are also monsters born of sin. Wherever there is cruelty and envy, whenever earth has been drenched in blood and rocks, soaked in suffering, there the hellhounds have their home, and as cruelty spreads, so too shall these monsters. They are the reflections of us, and to defeat them would mean to defeat ourselves. All that is left is to wait until we are torn to shreds by hordes of these demonic dogs. And Master Farman starts level architecture. Alright, nothing interesting. Now, Alps. See, we have the Alps here. Ooh. Alright. Let me just read from here. So the Alps attack at night and are most active when the moon is full. Alps alive can make one fall asleep, and when applied to a sleeping man can invoke horrible nightmares. Some suggest they're the cause of legends about men who go to sleep healthy and are found in the morning white as snow, not a drop of blood in their veins. In combat, Alps display supernatural speed and incredible, even by vampire standards, stamina. One must aim one's sword with great precision, for Alps are unequaled in the art of evading blows. The Irden sign is recommended for it weakens an Alp's defenses. Another strategy is the Black Blood Potion, for Alps suck the blood of their victims to deprive them of strength and regenerate their own powers. Like Bruxa, Alps cannot turn invisible, yet like Bruxa, they emit a shrieking noise whose shock wave can incapacitate. Their greatest asset is their agility, and they can leap with uncanny lightness that appears to border on the power of flight. When in human form, they easily blend in with the surrounding community, which makes them very dangerous indeed. So, and we have proper ladders. Nothing so special. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we made another 3-hour video, but we are preparing for the main story. Let me just go. Now. 80%, 94. Grape shot, no. Summon is better. Let's trade our weapons and then I'll stop the video.
Sure, go on. Drink up while you're young, Coy.
The best armor around! That is what I forge!
What have you got there? So long.
Can't pull one over.
Oh, look! A witcher graces my humble form.
Show me. Farewell.
No, see you later.
See you later. Alright. Now, Regis.
I lent you coin for wine.
Nothing to see here.
Witcher,
Move along.
remember the Camerlengo pays out a handsome reward for each Hans you dispatch.
Yeah, we were there. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video where we will continue with the main quests.